Okay, so Michael and I are building this rack to store some of our rough cut lumber, and I thought I would take just a couple of minutes to give you some basic carpentry tips that I often use, especially when I'm out doing like outdoor structures. When I don't, if I don't want to use a lot of math or a tape measure, just want to get it up, but I want it to be accurate. This can apply to other projects inside your house as well, so I'll just show them to you really quick. You're going to need a level. That's the only thing. So in this case, we've got our posts squared, and they're plumb. All right. Once I get one corner done like that, and I put my board up. The way I put my board up is I just make sure it's level. So you nail one side, level it over to the other side, and then I know my board is nice and straight. This is critical. This is like the foundation of a house. So no matter what you're building, you got to get the first one level. Once that's level, and I want to wrap it all the way around, let's say, I'm just going to take just a 1x2 furring strip. I'm going to hold it on top. Michael, grab that level.
Okay.
Yep. Because that's level, if I put my level on top, right here, Michael's going to look at the bubble. See that? He's learning at the same time. Now, all right, you want to bring that camera around here. Don't be shy. Show him that bubble. See, we're going to make it nice and level. And then I'll go ahead and make my mark here. Down, see the mark, son? Right here. Hold the top with the mark right there. So he would hold that right there for me. And then I'm going to hold it on this side and then nail it in. All right, and now I know this is going to be level and even with the other side. So if this was going to be a deck, for example, it would be nice and level. Before I do that, I'm going to show you another, put that down. I'm going to show you another technique using this board. This is just you can call it like a story stick. So you'll notice I have a little bit of overhang here. There's a reason that I have an overhang. It's not important, for the purpose of what you're learning now, but I need an overhang. So if I want the same overhang back here, the way I do it is to take my stick, make a mark. That's how much overhang I have. I'm going to mark it on here, just by putting that line. And again, this would apply to situations where maybe, I don't know, you're just building something rustic or you're in a place without a tape measure. I got my mark, and that's where I'm just going to line that up with the outside, and then I'll have the same exact overhang on both sides. So that's how you would go about something like that. One more little tip. Actually, I'll show you two more. One is if I want to hold the board up to level it, I'm going to use these large nails, these 60 penny nails, to hold them in. One of the techniques that you can use here, Michael's going to go ahead and hold this up on the other end.
Okay.
I'm going to use my mark here, that's my overhang. Okay, that's where I'm going to want it. Now, in order, you got that line? I'm just going to take a little nail and tack it up underneath. So if you're ever working by yourself, or just tack that in. Now the board is held right where I want it. I can adjust it, and then I can go ahead and put my nail in. Now, you can put that down. That's okay, this can slide down. Now, last one. Just like I did when I measured the overhang, if I want to put another board wherever I want it, let's say I want to put another, and I am in this case, I want another layer up here, because I'm going to use this for storage. I want another layer up top. If I want to make that square and level, this is level, right? So take my board, let's say I want it here. That's where I want to put it. I'll just mark it. See, maybe yeah, that's where I want it. So I'm going to mark my board, and I can do one of two things. I can either nail the board here and level it all the way around, or just use that same mark and go, excuse me, son, and go all the way around and just mark it. So essentially this becomes my tape measure. But there's no math involved. You don't have to, clumsy tape measure trying to do, especially if you're by yourself. As long as this one is level and you mark off of this one as you work, you'll be level all the way around. You can literally build a house like that. You can do a story stick like this and just a series of marks wherever you want stuff. And simple tip, so you can apply it to a lot of different places. We'll finish this up. Let's go, buddy.